Welcome to Garden Rewards, and if you're new here, my name is Wendy, so welcome to the channel. So if you've got hostas, whether it be in pots or in the border, you'll notice that the leaves are starting to die back, and now is the best time to cut it back. Now the reason why I like to cut the leaves back, not only does it look unsightly, as the leaves flop on the top of the pot or in your borders, the snails or the slugs will lay their eggs, and obviously when the spring comes and the new shoots appear, the new slugs and snails will start munching on the leaves. So it's best to cut it all back and prevent any of that happening. Now some of the leaves will pull away, so you can discard those. But if you get any stems like this, cut them about 1 inch or 2 above the soil level. And that way, if you've got your hostas in the borders and you want to plant any of the bulbs, you'll know exactly where your hosta is, just by having that little stem just above the soil level. And that way you can avoid trying to plant things where the hostas are. The other thing I like to do, if I've got my pots on the patio, I like to put a little stone under the bottom here. I had these stones cut when we had the patio done. I had little squares cut, and that way it raises the pot off the ground, and that will try and prevent any slugs or snails trying to crawl up the pot as well, just lifting it off the ground. Obviously in the borders it's different, but if you try and cut all the leaves away, it will just clean it up ready for the winter. And a lovely addition I've got in my garden this time of year is Skimmia rubella. It's got lovely deep burgundy type buds that open up into like pale pink flowers. I actually prefer them in bud. I think they look really nice. Mine are in pots. You can have them in your borders in your garden, but they do get quite big, and I don't want them to get that big in my garden. And I just like to enjoy them in pots, and then when they finish flowering, I just put them to the back of the shed and then bring out my spring flowers then. But these are lovely this time of year, very autumn looking and very beautiful. Right, so we're in the loft and I've come up here to get all the poppies I need to make my poppy wreath for Remembrance Sunday, which is tomorrow. Although Remembrance Day is the 11th and that is Tuesday, but obviously it's held on the nearest Sunday to the 11th. So I've come up to get my poppies, and the wreath I usually use has still got the Christmas decorations on, and that's the wreath I usually go for when I'm doing my poppy wreath. The only wreath I've got is this one, which is like a Christmas wreath, and although it's foliage, I don't want it to be disrespectful, but I'm hoping to attach the poppies in and twine the branches round the poppies, and that way I haven't got to hot glue it, and I hope it will be okay, but I'm really don't want it to be disrespectful, so we'll see how it goes. that's it, all finished. I don't think it's a bad job. I've turned the Christmas wreath branches in to try and hide them, and I've also added some artificial hydrangea leaves as well. But I think it looks absolutely beautiful and very respectful. And all there is to do now is to hang it on the door. But thank you for watching. Have a lovely week, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye. And this poppy here I bought from a poppy seller last year that was an army veteran, and he put glitter all over it, and that has pride of place on my wreath as well.